say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and white stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red blaze, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's not my anthem, and I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm hearing chords that you don't just hear with your ears, but you feel in your belly. And it's such a delight to know that that is coming from a Jamaican. And not just any Jamaican, a 17-year-old, I'm gonna say, musical prodigy that is ours. Joseph Davis is my guest, and his mommy, his very proud mommy. How wanna do?
Very well indeed, thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us. Really do appreciate it.
Oh my gosh, Joseph. Am I hearing your voice in some of those parts? Most of those parts? What am I hearing?
All of those parts.
All of those parts. Every
Yes.
single part in that a cappella version of the American National Anthem done for Vice President Harris. All of them are you.
Yes, all of them are mine.
Rewind and tell me how that come about.
Well, the California State Society, which is a government organization, approached the top performing arts high schools in the United States, and they were asking for students to submit items that could be played at an event that they were holding that was linked to the inauguration today. And the head of music at my school, which is the Idlewild Arts Academy, she approached a selection of students to audition for the event. And she couldn't get in contact with me. She wanted to get in contact with me, but she couldn't because of some connection issues. And then when she eventually did, I only had 5 hours to fully produce and submit my video. And so I ended up challenging myself, and I did a fully a cappella rendition of the Star Spangled Banner.
So hold on. The arrangement is yours as well?
Yes, miss.
Oh my gosh. So not only are you singing all the parts, but all of those chords that I'm feeling in my belly is your arrangement as well.
Yes, they are. Thank you.
In 5 hours.
It's a yeah. The audio, recording all of my voices, that took about 3.5 hours, and then I had to record and edit the video as well. So like the full video production had to be done within 5 hours. So I decided to divide up my time, and I took 3.5 hours to do the audio, and then an hour and a half to shoot and edit the video.
Joe,
And
you're
then-
17. You're 17, and I'm not going to miss the opportunity to say that you're a campionite, right? So let's not just think this is a second or third generation Jamaican that's holding on by a thread for dear life to some kind of Jamaican nationality. You were here for a very long time, yes?
Yes, miss. I I was originally born in England, and I moved out to Jamaica at age 10, but I
Yes.
started music from when I was around age 5. My godmother basically bought me a keyboard, and I began playing on it. It was a really short keyboard, but it was enough for me to learn that I had a true passion for music and piano. And my school that I attended back in the UK, called Cumnor House School, I went there, and the music director, he noticed that I had perfect pitch. And so he
Wow.
relayed that information onto my parents, and they decided to enroll me in piano lessons. And I studied under the Associated Board of the Royal School of Music, which is basically just a lesson syllabus, like a piano syllabus.
Yeah.
And when I moved out to Jamaica in 2013, I attended Mount Alvernia Prep in Mabay, and I continued my piano studies there with Miss Avery Crooks Campbell. And I completed all of the grades, and I went to Campion, and I played at assembly and devotion and in the high school band and stuff. And I participated in the JCDC competition in, I think it was 2014. And I participated in my parish, and then I did the national finals, and then I won that across the
Star it
island.
up. Star it up. Star it up.
We're proud of him. We're
Oh,
very proud of him.
and then fourth form magic happened.
Yes, indeed. I continued my piano studies with Roger Williams, who's the Dean of Music at the Edna Manley School of the Visual and Performing Arts. And I did the ARSM diploma exam, because this was after I had finished all of my grades. And I got a distinction in that, and I became the first Jamaican to complete the exam with a distinction, which was just a huge honor.
And this is still third form.
Pardon?
This is still third form.
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
Ooh.
Well, it was also around this time that I realized I had an ability called chromesthesia, which allowed me to be able to see music in color. So, like, I see each individual note in a specific color, and then, for example, when I hear a chord that's played, like when I'm listening to, for example, my own version of the U.S. National Anthem, it's like a vortex of colors that just, like, appear in my brain. And that's just really, really fun to play around with music, and that's why I think I'm, like, connected to music a lot more than I thought I was. But I also started playing more and more instruments around this time as well, and I currently play 12, which include the bass guitar, electric guitar, drums, piano, which is my primary instrument. I also sing and play trumpet and melodica and some mixed percussion as well.
Mommy, I want to know what you were eating when you were pregnant with this boy, because I go in supermarket, go buy it. No, Mommy.
Well, do you know something? We just thought that Joseph was, all children were like Joseph, because he was our first child. We have two, and he was our first child. We thought all kids were able to play music like this. But at his school, when they said, no, this is something quite highly unusual that he has, the skill, we said, well, okay, we'll let him pursue that. He was very academic as well. But when we moved to Jamaica, and then when he went to, he'd been in Montego Bay and he went to Kingston to go to Campion, he really seemed to the music thing seemed to be taking over more the academics.
His music teacher at Campion, Karen Armstrong, who is actually a friend of mine, says, to
wonderful.
see
She's a
his
lovely
level of achievement warms my heart. The sky is the limit for this gifted young man. The arrangement was simply superb. The most amazing use of chords with an a cappella spark of genius.
Bless her. Bless her. She's been a fantastic encouragement. And the whole Campion family have been really supportive.
How do you support that kind of genius as a mother? How do you see that in front of you, knowing that it is larger than life? How do you support it?
Well, you know, we're lucky enough that since he was born, he's always been showing this. So for us, it's kind of the norm. The fact that this is all blown up now for us is quite exciting, but he's always been a real high achiever, especially musically. And so is my daughters. Well, we're very blessed with our children, really. And I always say it takes a village to bring up the child, and we've been supported by wonderful grandparents, aunts and uncles, friends. everybody. And his music teachers have been phenomenal. So we just bask in his glory, really, because he's very humble with it. He's never, you ask any of his friends, he never shows off. He's willing to help anyone else musically. But he just has a joy in him with music. And rather than most people say, oh, you want your child to be a doctor, a lawyer, or this, we decided, no, let Joseph follow the path that makes him happy.
Ooh.
And music makes him happy. And I said to him, if you can wake up every day for work, and even if you're poor, but you're happy going to work, that's all that matters to me.
Bless your
and his
heart.
father and his dad. So,
Bless your heart. Joe, I want to know, I know that the classical side of music certainly is something that you are schooled in and you continue to play. But if you're going to draw for a piece of Jamaican tune that make you feel nice, what is that going to be?
Well, I mean, I love all kinds of Jamaican music. I mean, like, your reggae, your dancehalls. I listen to all sorts of stuff from, like, old school classics. And the thing is, even on my Instagram account, like, I do covers of the old school classics and covers of new dancehall. And even with certain popular songs that are out now, like your American pop songs and stuff, I tend to take the acapellas of those, or I tend to sing on top of those, and basically create the track underneath it, and then I put like a dancehall twist on it, and basically turn a pop song into a dancehall song, which is really, really fun, and it's really cool to see like the support from all of the Jamaicans as when I post it. So I really, 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 really do love it.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, we're so proud of you.
thank
Thank you.
We are so proud of your mommy. It is so amazing to see the family surround him and encourage him, and know that the family that you have is not just the family that's in your household, but it's your Campion family. It's your Jamaican family. We're all rooting for you, and we are very proud.
Bless you. Thank you so, so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, I love it. Angela Davis, proud mommy, and our little musical protege, who's not so little anymore, 17 years and counting, Joseph Davis. We take a break right here on Every Woman.